Management.
Jay
How you doing,
Reckless.
bro?
Doing good, brother. Appreciate you having us here.
Yes, sir. So I met Jay Reckless. It's funny, we have a lot of connections in the Houston scene, and but I met Jay Reckless over at Modern Day Hemp Company. He was doing a networking and an educational event for artists, which that's I'm glad that you actually are here to speak about that because I really appreciate you doing that for young artists and up and coming artists and like people that are trying to become artists. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Talk about yourself, bro.
Oh man, like I said, my name is Jay Reckless. With the Reckless Talk podcast, Reckless Talk Sports podcast, Reckless Talk Management Promotions, A1 Music Empire, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston. Big shout out to my wife; she's here with us late night. Also, my business partner. Man, we
An amazing cook, by the way.
yes, amazing cook, award-winning poet, sensual. Also check out her book. She got out Love Spell. Anywhere you could buy books, it's on there. Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Bookly Publishing. She just signed a deal with the biggest publishing label out there, Turner Publishing. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's all about. We entered the music industry almost 2 years ago, and it's all about helping artists. You know what I mean? Especially in the hip hop world, we all know the industry is not set up for artists to win. You know what I mean? And a lot of artists don't know the business side of the industry. This journey started with a podcast. You know what I mean? And me and T been rocking out almost 2 years now. But when I first met T, I heard the song "Big Booty Hunter." That was the first song I heard that connected us, and I thought he was a crazy genius. You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is dope. This is what we need. And really, if it wasn't for him, we would have never started a management company. Every day for like 6 months, he's like, Jay, manage me, manage me. I'm like, I'm not a manager, T. And one day we talked and he was like, Jay, you do everything, not just for me, but for all other artists. You do everything a manager does anyway. So me and my wife sat down and talked about it, and here we go. We manage 8 dope artists, including my wife, her being a poet. And like you mentioned, we did a first annual indie artist networking event at Modern Day Hemp Company. Big shout outs to Modern Day Hemp Company. Big shout outs to Tony from Street Supplies, partnered with them. And like I said, it's all about spread education for being our first one, and not us not being from San Marcos and outside of Houston. We had a great turnout. You mentioned earlier about the music scene out here. I love it. It's not a big music scene, but at the same time, it's a big music scene because everyone supports each other, and I love that. I love it. Every time we come out here, we get nothing but love. We had 20 artists show up from 8 different cities throughout Texas.
Yeah.
So our next one's going to be in Houston on March 1st. You know what I mean? We set up QR. My wife, she sets up QR codes. All artists sign in. They give feedback on the presentation, which we got amazing feedback. I'll be the first to announce it here. No one knows this yet, but we just booked the Wizard K Reno for our next event on March 1st. He's going to be a guest speaker and performing. You know what I mean? But it's all about helping artists, regardless what genre it is. You know what I mean? We also travel the country. I'm host of the year, 2 years running in the city of Houston. I think my biggest gig I had so far, Little Flip, hosted Afro Man's birthday party at the Whiskey a Go Go back in July. Vegas. We're all over the country, and it's literally like I tell people, man, we're living our dream. Let us help you reach yours. You know what I mean? And it was dope, having T on tour with Afro Man. That's like when it comes to his career, that's like his biggest goal, And quick story, man. Like I said, me being a manager, if anyone's looking for a manager, holla at your boy. I'm willing to die over my artists. If we got time, quick story. First night on tour with Afro Man this past summer, we're in San Antonio. Crowd, we probably a few hundred people. Crowd wasn't that big, but I knew, with us telling T he's the Afro Man of today for the past year. I'm like, this is my shot to holla at Afro Man. So he comes off stage and he exits our way, and I literally jumped in front of him and stopped him in his footsteps, And I tell people now, I look back at it, it's kind of crazy. Like I could have got beat up by his bodyguard or tackled or whatever, but like I said, it's all about taking the chance. Because what's the worst? He would have said no or not listened to me. You know what I mean? So long story short, I told him, hey, I'm a music manager out of Houston, Texas. It's my artist T Phenomenon, and what caught his attention when I told him, I said, we call him the Afro Man of today. You know what I mean? And he was like, really? He was like, man, take my number, send me his music. You know what I mean? So I sent him his music the next morning as we're on our way to Austin for the next show. I sent about 7 in the morning. Me and my wife and T's in the cars around noon. I called Afro Man, got on speakerphone. I was surprised he answered his phone. And saying that Afro Man's a dope dude. Big shout out to OG Afro Man,
Yeah,
amazing
yeah.
guy. Um, he answers his phone. I'm like, hey, Fro, this is Jay Reckless. Just let you know I sent you T's music. Let me know what you think about it. I'm not sure if we can curse on here or not, but basically he recited one of T's songs. You know what I mean? So to have that, and then get invited to after the tour, get invited to Vegas and Hollywood. You know what I mean? A personal invite from Afro Man. It's dope, man. Like I said, we're living our dream, and to help these artists get to the next level or just whatever goals they have and want to succeed. To be able to, for us to be able to help, it's amazing. It's an awesome feeling.
That's
And like I
awesome,
said,
man.
big shout out to my wife. I'm living my dream because of her. So
Absolutely, bro. All the best of us are.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's your where? How can people get in touch with you? Where's your contact? What's your website?
You can catch me on Facebook. Jay Reckless is gonna be Reckless with an R. Instagram Reckless Talk 718. Email Reckless Talk 718 at Gmail. And we're actually working on our website, which will be up in the next few days right now.
Nice. Well, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I appreciate you making a long trip all the way from Houston to come rock with us tonight. And we look forward to having you back and having your artists back, bringing your artists through. We can rotate them through, bring a couple at a time,
Yes, sir.
have some fun, and yeah, keep doing what you're doing, bro. We appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate you, brother, for real.
Yes, sir. Much love to y'all. Well, we are at the end of episode 2 here, season 3. I kept calling it season 2 earlier because that was College, but no, it's season 3. I can't believe I'm on season 3 already. That's crazy. Where'd a year go? A bunch of cool stories. That's where it went.
Where'd all that sleep go? Yes.
We're gonna keep things rocking. How much time we got left? We got enough to.
You've got about 3 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that closing song in there. This is the first song my daughter wrote. It is called "So Much Fun." She wrote it when she was 3 years old. It made it on our album World Jamdemic, and we got named top 25 funk albums of 2021 by Funk and Stuff magazine.
That's dope.
And it's got Maruga Booker on drums. This is Booker and Bridges Delight. So it's got Maruga Booker on drums. On this song, it's actually just we don't have everybody on the album, so we have Maruga on drums. I'm playing guitar. Amico from Cyndi Lauper is on the keys, and then Paul Bornhagen for the Temptations is on sax. And so it's definitely, and it was funny because Kali wrote the song, or we had the rhythm part. Maruga and I had the rhythm part, and Kali played her harmonicas over it when she was 3, and then she goes, "This is my song. This is what my words go to." And she goes over and pulls on Maruga's sleeve. "Mr. Maruga, can I go sing my words? This is my song." She goes in there and sang it, and then afterwards, Amika was like, "Can I get on Kali's song?" From Cyndi Lauper, so she gets on it, and then we're showing the songs to Paul Warrenhagen, and he hears it, and he was like, "Can you ask Kali if I can play on her song?" And
That's
so,
awesome.
Without further ado, we'll see you next week, y'all. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Much love, everybody. See you next time. Sundays Free with JJB. You're on 104.1